This video is sponsored by Liquid Sky, a cloud-based gaming PC allowing you to play GTA 5 on any PC, laptop or mobile device. Simply click the link in the description, download and sign up to begin setting up GTA 5 on your device. With Liquid Sky, you can play any PC game in high and ultra settings without the need for an expensive, high-end gaming setup. And if you have an Android mobile phone or tablet, you can even play on those. So start now by clicking the link in the description and make sure you use promo code Chaotic for your first 30 minutes of free access. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Sam, or Chaotic, and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video here on my channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the next update for GTA Online, which as of right now is only just around the corner. It's approximately a month away from being released, based upon the amount of content left to be released from the Smuggler's Run updates. And Rockstar have already confirmed a few things about the next update. They've shared a few details with us on the newswire. So far they've said we can expect some new vehicles on the Legendary Motorsports website, some new weaponized vehicles too, and some new properties on the Maze Bank Foreclosure website. So straight away we already know a few details then about the update. We can expect some new sports and supercars, some new weaponized vehicles, and possibly a new business type, because properties on the Maze Bank Foreclosure website are typically business properties. But then on top of this, not too long ago, a possible leak was made suggesting the next update could have a hipster theme. Obviously right now, we can't say whether this is definitely the case or not, but I guess we'll only find out over the next few weeks as we get closer and closer to the release of the update, as more information is revealed or leaked. But for the time being, using all the information we know so far, let's take a look at the 10 things we want to see in the December update. And to start things off, let's begin by discussing the new business venture. Now like I said, Rockstar have confirmed there'll be some new properties available on the Maze Bank Foreclosure website, which would suggest a new business type will become available with this update. But if this next update is going to have a hipster theme, it's pretty difficult to pinpoint what type of business Rockstar might even give us, especially if you take into consideration what type of jobs a stereotypical hipster would have in real life. Most have pretty basic jobs, such as working in coffee shops, or a clothing store and stuff like that. And let's face it, this is GTA Online, so these things will not be available. But there is one business type that would link to this theme, that being bars and nightclubs. So maybe with this update, Rockstar will finally open the various different bars and nightclubs around the map. And there are plenty of them, most having interiors, but these are things which at the moment you can't even access in free mode. So this update certainly presents the perfect opportunity to finally open the bars and nightclubs around the map, but not just that, also present the perfect business type as well. The option of buying and running your very own nightclub would be pretty cool, and could also be pretty profitable too. For starters, it could offer a daily income from charging entry fees to random NPCs. Of course, you could also buy and sell alcohol in these bars and nightclubs. There could also be the chance of maybe making your own alcohol as well in factories. Plus, you could also run some illegal activities in these nightclubs too, such as cage fighting, the selling of drugs, weapon sales, and stuff like that to fit into the theme of GTA Online. But most importantly, a major feature which we all want to see from whichever new business type Rockstar give us, that being the ability to actually make a decent amount of money for the time and effort invested. Most business types in GTA Online have very low payouts, and often require a load of help from friends as well if you want to make money from them. So what we need is a new business type which allows us to make a decent amount of money, and this can be done on our own, and doesn't necessarily require help from friends. But then as for another activity which would also tie into this business type, that being Assassination Missions. Now sure, there are one or two assassination missions in online, there are certainly a lot more in story mode, but I feel like Rockstar hasn't really explored the feature all that much, especially in online, and personally there is potential for this sort of thing. We could use our nightclubs and bars as our base of operations. Potential customers could come to us and discuss who it is they want to have assassinated, but I'm sure you guys have your very own ideas on business types and activities which we could do with this theme. So if you guys do have any cool ideas, of course let me know by leaving a comment on this video. Moving on though to something which the community has been asking for and requesting since 2014, that being the introduction of mansions into GTA Online. There are plenty of really cool houses and mansions around the map, but unfortunately Rockstar still hasn't given us the option to purchase and own any of these. And as far as we're aware of, there is no real reason why Rockstar hasn't. Now in fairness, if Rockstar was just to add the mansions as regular residential properties, just like the still houses and the apartments, it would be pointless owning one, except to show off how much money you have and you've spent on it, and for novelty reasons. But I feel like with mansions, there is a huge possibility on actually giving them a use. For starters, allow us to customize the interior of the mansions, so we can move furniture around and create our very own home. Also give us the option as well to add mini games into these properties, so we can use them as an area to chill with friends, having things like table tennis, darts, and stuff like that. And if mansions were to be added, this could also lead to the addition of pets in GTA Online as well. I can't really see why Rockstar couldn't do this. It would certainly be a really cool feature, and I'm sure something we'd all support. Now, something which we haven't really seen for a while in GTA Online is a large range of cars which are extremely customizable. Cars we can take to Benny's original motorworks and customize in many different ways. In fact, the last time we received a Benny's original motorworks car was last year in the import and export update, where we received cars such as the Truffade Nero, the Italy GTB, the Comet Retro Custom, and stuff like that. So more customizable cars, which have more than just the basic upgrades, would be a nice feature, but not just that, maybe taking the customization to a whole new level, and allowing us to customize even more components on the car, going as far as different components on the engine, the brake discs and calipers, suspension, ride height, wheel stancing and cambering, and stuff like that. Customizing cars is a huge element in GTA Online, and still has plenty of potential. Then in the terms of new vehicles, now of course Rockstar has already told us there's going to be a new range of vehicles available on the Legendary Motorsports website, which would hint towards new sports and supercars, and there are still plenty of awesome cars in real life that I, and I'm sure many of you guys, would like to see in the game, such as a more updated and modern version of the Audi R8. The 9F we have in the game is cool, but it's not customizable, and the newer version in real life is even better looking. So it would be kind of cool if Rockstar could give us an updated version which has a lot more customization. I know you guys are also big fans of the Tesla, so maybe adding one of those as well into the game would be pretty cool. Now personally, I'm a huge fan of modern American muscle cars, cars such as the Camaro and the Mustang. Personally, these are two really cool and really good looking cars, and both definitely something I'd like to see in the game. I also feel Rockstar hasn't really given us any modern muscle cars for a while. We've seen the occasional retro or classic style muscle car, but the muscle category has definitely been ignored. And I guess something could also be said about the saloon and the sedan category. We haven't seen many of those over the past few updates, so it'd be kind of nice if Rockstar could give us both some new and some classic themed vehicles for these categories. One I really like is the modern BMW M3. I know there's already a version of this in-game, but it's a much older model, so it'd be kind of nice again if Rockstar could give us a newer, more customizable variant of this. But then moving on to special vehicles, now of course Rockstar has already confirmed with this update we can expect to receive a new range of weaponized vehicles. Now these special vehicles are typically inspired by cars from movies and TV shows, so a few which I think would fit into the hipster theme would be Herbie, of course from the Herbie movie. It's a self-driving car that's also extremely fast. Of course there's also the DeLorean, the one that features in Back to the Future, which has the ability of time travel, teleportation, and it can also fly. Neither of these two though are weaponized, or at least they're not in the movies. I guess Rockstar could always add weaponized options to them, but certainly one weaponized vehicle which I, and I'm sure many of you guys would like to see in GTA Online, is the Tumbler. Of course the Tumbler also featured in Batman, just like the Vigilante or Batmobile we already have in-game, but the Tumbler is such a cool and awesome looking vehicle. But finally, moving on to weapons. Now we haven't seen any new weapons added into GTA Online for quite some time. I know in the gun running update, Rockstar gave us the option to upgrade existing weapons in-game to a Mark II version, and I'm sure no doubt Rockstar will continue this and allow more existing weapons in-game to be upgraded. But there are also weapons in-game already, which still aren't available online, and there's no real reason why they couldn't be, such as the railgun and the stun gun. Of course, also there's the beta weapons, such as the XM25 grenade launcher, the Assault MG, and much more. But if this update is going to have a hipster theme, The only type of weapons I could imagine that would fit this theme would be stuff from the World War II era, stuff like the PPSH or the Browning, which weirdly actually featured in the beta version of GTA 5. But one weapon I'd really love to have is a flamethrower. It might be completely impractical and not really that useful in GTA Online, but it would still be pretty cool. Anyway, but with that being said, those are 10 things that we want to see in the next update in GTA Online, coming just next month in December. If you guys have any more ideas on top of the ones which I've discussed in this video, of course let me know by leaving a comment on this video. If you guys could also drop a like as well, it would of course be greatly appreciated and it helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. But as always guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.